Mama Kwaba ever celebrates Xtra with Ukraine. Nana Frema Tartuo. Ye try your hosaban and do a bra as I see a dim come chino as so. Na and then me celebrity. I am celebrating away in Chumedi so. Mammy Conning chain, not menene and found comochichi and fa emerald. Na I know baby ado, the only and only papa bakopa miminim. On WhatsApp and maker. Yes, the founder of One in Christ Ministry International and our so CEO of Spiritus TV. One and woman change to see that Bishop Nana Obiri Yeboah. Oh, Papa, me more kwaba celebrate this extra jubilee. But you know what to say.
Walk on elsewhere.
Now, coupon no pipe, what I remember. What day, Sissy. Okay, Papa, and then the Wabba come and say, dear, not yet, the chassis, and then you boy when you Jim Winston. When any of the sorry, the end better walk a camera, Pomuno, nay, the river moon cacanca, then any of four when you home, and I'm no Babby Chim come off home. Not yet the best chassis, no, ma mean beside your can't. Bishop Nana Obiri Yeboah. Pacho, who are you?
Yo, that's it. Bishop Nana Obiri Yeboah, me really a pastor. My friend, a reference, a Pentecostal pastor. Or besides a teacher, somebody who teaches much into with the word of God and also much about spiritualism. And you know, also maybe you might say it's the leader of OIC Ministries and Spiritus TV.
Okay, that's you, Papa. Yeah, so where did you grow up to?
Originally, Nankasano, emphasis on Takradi, but I grew up in United Kingdom. In other countries, actually, but United Kingdom, I was spending much of my time, my youthful time, yes.
Okay, Nena, and I have to say, you're the Ghana. Oh, that are Christiana, was ever do Ghana, and you didn't know for. Yes, now we're bushing for one a Christianity, like Christian family in our free and
yeah, actually, my father was a Catholic. And my mother was also a very strong Christian. And, you know, more or less we were brought up in a Christian home. Within that, you know, my father was a suffer. My father was a suffer. From childhood, you know, a Christian home up to this age.
Oh, Baby, do say, now, what can I say? My mean, Bisa won't show. And now, oh, Papa, one and wine, and I sign and I will sit here.
Your father, near friend Reverend John Obiri Yeboah. Actually, one of the first people on the your friend spiritual church, born again church, I call Uganda.
Okay.
Unfortunately, over Uganda, this is 87. And you know, no, one of the earlier pastors, Nana, in fact, all churches in the United Kingdom and most of the European countries. Yeah, so that is a brief history about my father.
Yes. Daddy. Okay, but I see you, Papa. Daddy, how many siblings? Who wants to so sign a will lady?
Okay, yeah, 8. With this 8, you know, in fact, we are very close. We are all very close. A bit of chroma, a bit so outside. Now, yeah, close enough. Bibiana, we share it among ourselves, we discuss it among ourselves. Very close family.
Okay. Yes. And what she?
Yes.
Nampachon, I will toss to say.
We toss 4.
Oh, okay.
We toss 4. Yeah.
And that you will feel.
With us.
Yes, yes, Yampongra, Usuku Pong. What they wanted to hear,
meaning most of some of the know the United Kingdom. Actually, me Takradi, but me and from the Midibe 10 no, and I'm a call United Kingdom. If I want to call most of the schools, Christ College and Joseph Tretum Junior School. Before I'm a Samba School, Accra, Aquinas Secondary School. From Aquinas, in fact, initially I'm a course Green Hill, and then I'm a supper, and from Aquinas, no. And my son got to us who Oxford University. My son, my further my education, being so the United States.
It's at Infanta.
This time they can hear me kakra, but yes, I didn't get it.
Kakra.
Kakra.
Okay. We are tidy. We are who Papa Bishop Marco was what the kakra dear Cosono. That did the best for mu Edia Mayim. Yan shall with challenges. I'll face ye, net sing.
Oh, who said? Obiri Yeboah went facing challenges. Me, I think I faced one or two challenges. In fact, I would say I faced many challenges, but some of these challenges, I don't call it challenges now, I call it experience.
Okay.
Initially, there were certain mistakes I made in my life. Also, na me nipa bia na me niji wo wiase. Wo dey say na to say sebi na for san no mu ne ne ma na me niji ho pa. Obviously, a big round but any them person make once.
Oh, that
So,
you person but
with time, sometimes they're part of experience. So those were challenges. Getting out of those challenges not a bit difficult, but it was all done well.
Okay. And then a year papa. On say yen tin say yen father the yen team for then I am a dead. I am a who are set me no twetwe nkomo we na wo che wani ginsem e twe ya hwefo yi papa yen hwe things ben e na wo do abra wonyi nso bia wo ade a wo pe wo de ne net
say me hobby ana
no like things you love when growing up.
One thing about me is na me nipa bia na da bia me pe I wanted to search and na me more eager into searching into things. And what I say, it was one of my line I would say in that manager. Apart from that, maybe one thing is discouraging me idea. I take it as either happiness or experience.
Okay.
It was just like that.
Daddy, what this like now
me, I guess one thing pro my brother, it's from childhood up to now, Obi on kind of cray. That is something I detest. Now, apart from that, I just take everything a step at a time.
Daddy, where the Matthew, Kaka, no pen contum pone la that, no, ya dear daddy home crap. Yes, can you share some of your memories growing up with childhood, and near my for moon, and near my way? Oh, same one in life.
You see, nobody be but you see, Bakubia, I remember very, very faintly. In fact, we saw no, not many friend Pagosi. This was in Takrade. Baby, first come from mountain. Another time, a bushy area. In now, a dear pepper and find out a collarbone near a Brofobra area. Until one day, Korea will be a bro. Now, Mensono, son of the be a bro, now, Aquana Shadachi tree, Kojane, and what's in your Mabu, a Bruno. And to me, because a Bruno and I was in Mabu. Me boo a Bronsana, a friend, alas, at Tango San Hotel. And since then, not to say, me boo a Bruno started this kind of match. Me Johnny, I'm a coda, few on pass. Since then, no, Bibia may be an almost a last Tango, but I just say. Even though I am collaborating, but you see, sometimes it becomes a memory. And these are some of the things I remember. But seriously, we are collaborating.
Not just a witch allergy, and it didn't
a large tango.
A large tango. Oh, that you want it home. Okay, and who did you wanted to become when growing up?
Seriously, my only role model in life, my son, was my father, my papa. He was the person I wanted to become. And, in fact, apart from that, I don't remember anybody else, but on another be a that was some yet some papa, yes.
The papa, share. Once Obiane send you related to or mammy and nanny papa, would you know? About parents side now, wine and now wouldn't you close?
Oh, many women are close, but I would say, sir, let me know me are quite close, but well, maybe not many father near close more. The reason why I make us answer not too quite be anonymous. Oh, just you. In fact, I remember there was a time Crampono, now for school Crampono, I mean, me quite teacher need the China, you took quite, we're quite close, but not many of both parents are quite very close.
Oh, okay. Daddy hobbies anything?
So many hobbies and
Yes.
really okay, first of all, me can't be else, but I like cooking. Oh, because the cooking, yeah.
Cooking.
So me go meet Tifia sometimes. I prefer some me aminioma. What does you?
Yeah, muka se
Oh
biane
yes,
niwa
I prefer.
ya.
Oh yes. Me. Also, one
Wow.
thing is I say, usually what sounds are these European countries that becomes part of your life. What
Okay.
does you? And you know, it my hobby, but my hobby and kasanga part there, it's reading, it's investigating. When I say investigating, there be a person research, me go into more into understanding Enyoma, what do I say? Getting more knowledge and ideas into them. So, who can say me hobby part there? What do you call it? Learning, actually, or reading.
Now, what kind of hobbies are we? How did you spend your leisure time?
Do I have a leisure time? Because most of the time, I have to be frank with you, me, I'm very, very busy. Sometimes the only time I mean, that time relax, maybe me too quiet. Usually, I prefer to drive up myself. Maybe I'm too quiet at the countryside. That is when I do take some leisure time whilst I'm driving with the nature and things like that. But apart from that, I mean, I take every time as a very precious time in life. And, sometimes, I prefer not. I think I don't want to waste time.
Okay.
I prefer say more things. So I don't really have so much of a leisure time.
Okay. Tell us what idea ben and we ya one can sabe jetum se idea we yam ye manu me ho abra wuni.
Yeah. In the morning the baby, many more than baby home. Obi and we are say oh no. But then you see at the age of about 18 to 20, something like that. And I to me, in fact, it's quite a lot of
Money.
unfortunately for me, no, says can be demon no. My biggest mistakes was in number 4. And everything I was doing in my life, maybe at that time me bag and those times at a very young age, me talk as 8. And say me kwa na me now before.
Yeah, would you wait
interact. That is it.
Now do you action
back. Now, unfortunately, woman may economy via me. There's so many things happen.
I tell you to me, we know we be.
Unfortunately, after some few months, and it was quite a lot of money, man. It was almost £1 million.
Wow.
Oh yes.
It's gonna name you do.
Emma, Mekai said it me drive for Kotamal. Just go around it. We just nature seeing. Unfortunately, after a few months, my home me very much. Some now for now became and turned around and became my enemy. That is it. Dane. Woman now be here scaffold in a sense. The son of movie. I mean, every year okay. And so no, I became the laughing stock.
Wow.
This is one of the things I say. You can't say turning back the clock. I will never do that again. And I also believe, and I'm happy to say, it was a very good experience because it helped to shape who I am today. And Mecca said, yeah, it was something that was bad, but out of that badness, it came a blessing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The radio says, if a no, unya a foot to a woman, what be or mampona, we are safe for me, Kagana and Koa. We are safe for Nana, ye move a brain, ye shian your mappa, if you want, and I have why and so. Here, then your mass is so or two we see what's that. Nana Obiri Yeboah. The only papa me twitching at the man of me honor winter. The papa was dear to Amami. Yen twas on that yen share. Oh, baby, say, ye ban a gospel side, the night, and you to 4 year gospel musician, one on your mono, a dear pan, a papa when you home.
Oh, gospel artist. So, Ghana, Hanasabia.
The baby.
Oh, there's one particular gospel song, I don't know but a gospel song that obviously count your blessings, name them one by one, and the Lord, and it will surprise you what the Lord shall done, or the Lord will do for you. What else? And that particular song on the piano, a part of something that goes through my mind, because based on that, I take every particular situation as a blessing. What does you? Because it's very difficult for us to count our blessings. The piano, you count 2 problems. What I say? That is it. You that is it. Because you say, no matter how things are, yet you have a free air that you're breathing. you are strong. What I say, the fact that you are alive and everything is possible. And I take every situation and everything in life as a blessing. And that song, I think about it, and it's not just, I don't just sing it, but based on it, I think about it, and it makes me understand. Say, if you see a baby, say, if you see everything is possible.
Amen. At what time, and I would decide, yes, to say, dear, as I said, I need to serve my God.
Okay. What's the name card number father? No, I suffer. But unfortunately, I suffer maybe a very stubborn. And they are not ready to be a lot happened in my life. This is an America say Sikasem Minya Bibiana Basa, Minya Bibia. Oh, now we asked the one economy who said no. It drew baby about 20 years ago. Meanwhile, no, before my father passed away, my mother, even my mother, not the be my mother catch him, so obey suffer. My father's knocker. But it started when it drew baby na fi me who say yes no me 10 baby enko na me who say no there's something more than that. Truly me started bompire and through that and gradually me started to me be ase don't say the part there be a boy and you 4 o'clock one month when you're happy what I say that was part of the norm of my life even though me person me juma no but now and son also person take control until now say me choose back home. Into the moment I break it through, through in a sense, I break it away from we are seeing also we are seeing my what said there will be because we break away from all we are seeing no boy. No, that's you. But from the majority of in your bino, a boy mema, I think that was the turning point in my life. And that was about 20 years ago. 20 years. About 22 years ago, 23 years ago, yes.
Yeah, what dreams as I say, dear. Mr. Gordon. Is it the right decision?
Yes.
I would take it like pathway dear.
It was not the right, it was the best decision.
Okay.
I believe sir I took. And I don't even believe I knew sir I took and I know sir I took because at this particular moment, that me believe was based on the roots that me find other people to have to change their lives. What do I say? No matter the moment I'll be change your man life as a son for the better. No, I believe say a blessing to you, your friends, your family, and everybody. And it is not a part that I will ever regret. In fact, I'm very grateful.
Papa saw the young and our own can no that. Hey, I ain't sure I'm an eye. Oh, with him is here. Meaning, send me Shiran and so be a Adomo. I'm a baby a coso. Daddy, young share and you bang. You have my gospel, dear. Where the Kayama gospel side, you know. You're boy rat and they dear. And you to phone wine pan and then you a tower coma so. Now we need you.
Oh, first of all, me born pay mind to phone in because woman put in very good effort. But there's one young man I'm managing in fact this infant Kofi Kinata. Managing and I think the young man is very wise, very intelligent.
Hey, I say, oh
yes, or a very good boy, or a very intelligent boy and gifted.
Okay.
Yeah, into your yeah.
Ninyum Ben when you home.
And 17 back will say a Christopher, a woman back heaven. A Bruno, a snap about one and the boy, how he puts his words and how he puts his compose his music, he's very good.
Okay.
And yeah, and on you back to say, my bro, now the question is, what bones I don't know a bedroom worker, but then at least, yes, managing you.
But what can say, dear, but you're so good, your mammy. I have one out of 4. That the new ma was so pen no. A coffee canata, things fall apart, and I feel a rather majesty and was say rather so one majesty and a dear, but driving a style be a babu bridge and winning a day. You try your one bunny enjoy and Jimmy and brasses and Jimmy the same woman here, papa, and I mean him coffee with meat and us and our trying and lowest and win 70 dear. Oh, a chance I can kind Bob when it's in a mammy to say, and it's in a daddy and it's just annual no to mean someone near yet swasso attitude and como. Make I will say, and I'm a celebrity, our Wolfia Hanum, Yes, Bishop Nana Obiri Yeboah ena menene wa ha ye twetwe nkomo no. Ti tokos wa hwayen kwesi se ye di dwumadi no ebeba na wiye. Daddy, ye me anwom no ye twa ye ho no ma hu se wu yi wu na ase nkakra nkakra. Okay, enti yantwa ye nkomo twetwe no so. When he just say Obabeye, man of God.
I believe, sir, that is one of the biggest and best thing that can happen to a person. And to manage and a manage all the time. Yes.
And me not me so me das e wo honum san say enye obi bia da e na odum pempen so say ya e na oka sansem ne ma obi nya foto free mu obi be kaka ma asan ebu obi abam enim say ya hwefo nso wonum do so ye papa na yen hwe ubetimi ahye we challenges we encounter ye abra we ye wadwen say die finally nyame adwuma na meto akoso ayi challenges been in a bow.
Oh, you see, challenges there has been many, and the challenges never stops. What I say, there has been many in a sense. Usually, don't expect to say you should get reward from people.
Okay.
Reward must always come from God, because sometimes ubet me crack papa na ekobi money. What I say, some of the challenges you can face. They say I was so very strong. Because sometimes, you have a lot of people, like one here, they would come and tempt you. There'll be so many things. Even the way you talk. Sometimes, we can say, I also know how to answer and how to respond. What do I say? There has been challenges, there are challenges, and there will be challenges. I know they are cross board from so many different areas.
Okay. And so how did you identify the call of God?
Oh, you see, initially, no, I was not identifying it. I took it, say it was just part of life. When I was going through a lot of challenges, I should say. So I took it just like that. But it got to a point, then I started reminiscing, started thinking some of the things that I was told. Because I remember mother can one thing which I said, oh, Papa, you want to be a oh, that's kind of. Oh, yeah, but what kind of, I just took it, say, well, what is it? One of those things? Oh, that kind of, maybe I'll that is it. But after some time, I realized, say, me and Kasano, I could have dreams. I could, maybe I be home to me, it comes through. Oh, things like that. I mean, say, no, the way I may in your maybe norm. What I say, and that is when I started knowing. But starting to know and becoming are two different things.
Okay.
What I say?
Starting to know
yes,
and becoming
totally two different
difference.
Things. Difference. Woman say unim and soon to be in control because and you may be a cost for a brabum when you whole chain. Dear, I was away. Do you understand?
Yes.
Your normal daily life. I mean, at that time now there was a Barbie, me mobile but I will pass every evening. Piano. About 4 o'clock, I mean, now for that time, mobile phones in the hall. Ubon say, we are by also time now, so you can hear match. You can hear match. Match, you can hear Nancy Economos.
Match, no, yes.
Yes, it is at that time, you better transit. Between say, maybe I'm a match, and me corps are match now, and that easy. Because my yam and have a part of my life. On the mention, those were some of the challenges, but it was the moment I would do now, from say, Opa, so you be ube face challenges, but I was say odo nancy form. Now we make sure say this is what I've decided and this is what I want to do.
No turning back.
The moment I went live, ube him no, you never make it. What do I say? And well, that is how it was, and that is how I came out of it. Yeah.
Okay. So how many years have you been in the ministry?
Oh, it's been the ministry. Let's say I've been in for about more than 20 years. The ministry and I've been more than 20 years.
20 years, Obe challenges Ben now challenges Ben at that time. When you say challenges,
when I started the ministry,
yes,
it wasn't easy at the beginning. In fact, beginning we started with Uganda.
Okay.
What I say? Most of the time, sometimes 2-3 days cramp with the was a problem. sometimes we between an Antibia by 5 miles in and out. What else you? And you can imagine say what Jimmy Krum or be Krum. It there were some very serious challenges, and I do baby so now were extremely powerful enemies. What else you because the night who was a warrior suffer. Not a suffer paying for being so hard. Now one more empire idea no. Into do baby crowd one film try so me free me up. So many things happened. Oh, into no, there were so many challenges, but one particular thing I'm happy about in this what else you? Never. That is one thing about me. Me decide there unless you say Mrs. Summer dream, but me decide on quad there. Be bien with boom. So that is how it went.
That the sister was a sankwa dear. Bibia done you why bunabum. May Kai was so good social celebrities extra with Nana Frema Tartuo, our Click TV and our face so Spiritus TV. Tokos washing, Akaka Crano, Amaya de Jumadi and Abana Rieno. Yes, science so be more sem debini. Oh, Daddy, may share one lunch book. Na book no, Patrol be Kakaka afa home a day, amayin. And me say, one lunch already. Yeah. Me person will be count one sem kakra.
The book, first of all, is Mysteries of Candles.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I must study very well is also there's a lot, especially in Christians. No, we do a lot of criticizing. Wait to see, what I say. But the first thing they say, Jankopon Bible will say, God is a spirit and he must be worshipped in truth and in spirit. Good. The problem is that many people sum nyamu GDMU, but sum side they don't understand. God or say God is a spirit and he must be worshipped in both spirit and in truth. What does it? Some no kremu any sunsum. Oh, I believe very well. So sum nyamu no kremu. And I'm a boy. Sunsum no sum nyamu sunsum. You don't maybe understand if you know. Sum nyamu sunsum saying. Sunsum sem not the same. The moment that Christo no be can sunsum sem grandpa. I'm sure cross some of a catcher no. What does it? But we share in the Old Testament, even in the New Testament, there were many sites. First of all, in the temples of the Lord, not yen so kanya to say yen work kanya. Those times we saw candles and wax and what do you call it, cloth. And most of these times, prayers was done by candle. Called the temple of the Lord, synagogues, everything. I had the candles and who conswa. Even God and Kasa say there's a particular incense I was say Shimano, and in the temple of the Lord, every moment an incense was being burnt. John the Baptist, Papa, and also incense. Within the incense, also incense man above the PH we have vision of the angel. What do I say? All those are spiritual way of things. A Drew baby, the first church about we are saying the first church, synagogue, but the Christian church about first was the Catholic. What does I say? Every church I won't say no, if free Catholic money buy.
Catholic and so dear who
yes, originally. Yes, a Roman Catholic.
Any Roman Catholic. Yes.
It was through Roman Catholic. And a man be a friend of Martin Luther, or Protestant, and Protestants.
Okay.
What does it? From Protestant, other divisions keep on by and free, able to what we are now. Now, original mother and father church, or Catholic, they believe in incense and they believe in candles. What I say? Now, the reason why I wrote this book is a certain area of the Bible say the Lord has it is for it is the glory of God to conceal a matter, and the glory of kings to find what the Lord has concealed. And the number be bro Nyankopo de hintai. Intinya na wasi search ni hu de nyame de hintai na ebema ya dane ahemfo ne ahema wa ya brabo. Good. And these candles near, there are some prayers like there's another book about your Secret of the Psalms. Psalms are all reading as you read, There's more to it than what you are just reading. It's not just the songs of Solomon and things like that. No. And say if you understand, say, "Mami read this some way at this time." Me saw it be a go yellow candle. Na me mom pie say me man mo fu it will definitely happen. They make out here say. And the book na me throw the book based on what is being hidden. A bit more person will be me. And untiama sebi we depend on one particular person, maybe your friend who say, or no, na only BBA. Not based on that, and you will be another their command. Or no, say, at the end of the day, you man crow, no, and you are new, they be an hour show. Those books are there. Now, what me the Sia one Casawa dear. Now, to me, the upper one Casa Empire, Emma wants one Casawasanka, the open free erado. That is my motive of writing.
Okay, and the revelation behind book, no, any
And the Macatron.
wow. And then I'll catch a shop for CCA.
Oh, the
book, no. The book, and send me a woman with the Mia Casa, me my kind, and a mohuni a woman.
The Macatron, my helpful grand say, usually say, Obi House, house will be Obiaso candle of free saint. It is, I was here, maybe I say. First of all, so in your Biana so candle, maybe excuse me to say, of free saint. Then first will be personal side, it's up to that person. But candle and incense and things, and your body, it is part of the religion, you woman as Christians. And you know, what can be so Old Testament? Over Revelations of Grandpa, burning of candle, sorry, incense, a womb. That is the last book of the New Testament. And you know, the person may catch a reference says, sometimes now see share there. She and share there, Debiano. When I even saw Debia Sebi, I dare no crana will be a Fakwambi so a day. That is it. Intimate, I know, make a crime can say. So when your time, would you read a little bit about it? Ubertini will be as
okay, because as somehow can I'm a madrin a CB so me a Catholic ni Bama Papa. Yes, St. Thomas more and John Fisher, a watching water, new watching water. Na ye member bako e cousin be was so what I sorry. A she incense. Na abribia obey Serbiano. Na ni fira one neko.
Thank you. Yeah, because of the naivety. On say if you run maybe on the history about the whole every or if you run or sorry penny.
Okay.
I sorry for penny.
I sorry for
And based the fact or teen sense in a pet, not Gianni in Nipano or free baby. What has here? The fact is all she incense and a spiritual. Intend or this sunsum or if sunsum hodgman. Now we are sunsum hodgman. Yango Pangas also is sunsum. What's wusum yame? Now the internet will be as pray toward the sunsuma. Won't I say? Yes, or free we as a coino. He went into the spirit to say, or heaven. It's a spiritual world. What did the make at once? It is a one thing maybe as an answer criticize. Say, oh, when you say, when you say, one we are 1 hour criticize. At the end of the day, no, who bet first or bonfire, Yami answer, yes, and Yami answer. One person I want to know maybe as the internet when you answer to your praise.
And it is a nippany be a senior who so said, oh, on pay more,
we created that mindset. Now, the moment I have your mindset, you know, very dangerous because when you have a mindset, say, we say, that is it. And you know, most of, especially in Africans now, religion, a bar, the brain, Xtra. What do I say? Am I based on that? No, and I bet say most of this, if you Christ, you see a Christopher. Make me a Bible quote to be. Oh, yes, I know Christ, not I'm quoting any Bible. One of them. Yes, because the thing is that Nipana, why you catch on, won't share, dear, when you're ready, so better than I say. And you know, you are just walking as a vegetable. What do I say? So that is where the problem is.
Okay, now all can be about candle, no? You will move. Soon, now who soon you want to do?
Yeah, the candles, they are different candles. One say, because Ghana and most people learn spiritual, only spiritual understanding. Those things. Candles, all kinds of candles, they move over 2,000 types of candles. What else? Your fragrant candle, your spiritual candles, your tower candles, your gold candles. A dozen.
Niti amami bisa we no. Say obi, who say, oh. Nana you su candle we na color no different red
and a black
of recent
a problem case
and the way the title no the amount
but the entire once say angels and gasano ompa in different different colors obetumi angel to and so here before no you create your dreams idea to be anye
angels one o ma husu no
e be pure red
fita se na ye dream no
mama can be true. Oh, say, Semi, I don't know who say, we are still mentally enslaved. What do I say? Yes, we are still mentally enslaved because we'll be near Charles idea to me, idea to me, bonnet. What do I say? Who can you cross over? Who can you cross over? What do I say? You can't in area so so any patuntum. Into what ya says idea to be into therefore crowd your papa. I did if it be a dear wedding a better white, above where white, where you white. Into your mindset is who can lay white there anyway they concron pipe or noble.
Me read it.
That is who can they to yes, but some at the no ye. Into what you know, your cuckoo, I dream more, I dream about than excuse slavery mindset. Into the problem is your cousin, your free slavery, mamma, your boy. Slavery say the change the two and send you free more. But the worst slavery is slavery of your mind. Because during that time of slavery, crampon, woman, you know, American, no be honma, you put you on Tibron because or say, Mupa slave on the body, but not the mind. And the true labor more bonus said the Nastel or Green Africa or Green family. And you know that slavery no, and to me, yano that much. But in your momono, can you believe they say the ship will be so on there? Some more person won't call American, your mom ran into 2 months, a bear within 30 seconds. Thank you. What I say? And you know, woman creative mindset, your mindset, idea to be anya. They make an notice. Therefore, no, I say to Munquadia, and I say different calabinas in your fitadia, wrong. What I say? And no, any your biggest problem.
I had to say, who fear na kunumifa kunafon and I missing janka. O she on say, who nipa be free moi. I am a taishe tuntum. Na o she one conny ye more na 6 months mu pet. Yes, a rogu. Ya jeno, say, tuntumunye.
That is it. The mindset away so. And the more you freeze our slavery mindset, no more. My country, a bed then pass you be grow in a very higher understanding. I be me
and so me who say you come outside the say ya amanoni nuanu white. One was black wedding.
See, and I make us a woman a better and say any say that any Peja Xtra. What I say? That is the problem. Your biggest problem here. There's a wonderful band with Kruma or your cars. What else? Or this or your new and so Sagana and that will be kind of the Saka Mechanic. What do you mean so for it? Sense to say Bruni and answers in free China and Pa and can be respected. Yes. I didn't know say I was saying you respect your no more than any other car if free outside the bar because so treasure what they are. And at the end of the day, one more about things to a boo. They make a notice. I brought PM because you're muy home. What I say? Now, I say, Obiri to me in raw gold. So, raw gold, or ton, no, this can be a China gold.
Yes, 60
that is pure gold. What I say? And so on treasure pure gold, no, as what by the afternoon come to say, or China, dear. The reason why, maybe or the Tunuko Becca say, now we say we are Ghana made. Oh, and I say we are African made. Your mindset to be able to see freeze our hardum. You freeze our hardum, a bed and pass a bit to me acquainted.
Ye becca ye chi, papa. Ah, yes, Yanama. That the enemy chain, the Jemus, and some of me, I'm a at the film. A very educated program, and I net there was session in Swam, mammy. Miriam Casami, so me, that the Yanshama who 3 days impartation and miracle program be a ebe koso. But you bet me, I can't craft and tell us something.
What we're trying to do, what we are doing is also most of the time, no, nipa bammage every day, you're about for counseling, You see, and you may be you can do it for yourself. What about me? Do you hear directions? Do you hear how to pray?
A quantity,
a bomb pie, any sunny yet. I was here with Yenuma. And in these 3 days of impartation, what is happening is that sometimes you need people from outside, like South Africa, Nigeria, other countries. And this almost passana, maybe about 1 day. No, and what we decided to do is it was said, about within the 3 days, the problem of the buy, I was here to be born by a one quantity, a direction. Emma, before Becon and also Becono, when your answers to the prayers. And in these 3 days, I quit 2 days, 2 hours every day. Because of the restrictions, I say, oh no, COVID near you. We only have 2 hours. By the time, no, nothing, I mean, say, a binary lift here, then we can follow suit. But for now, no, 2 hours. That will be Friday, no, from 8 to 10. Now, Saturday, 8 to 10. Now, they are ending Sunday service, 9 to 10. 9 to 11. That is it. That is it. But within these 3 days, I can assure you, sir, if you attend this, it should be out of baby. Because what happens is we issue out of your pastors are one more individual, your pastors are individual, one more directions are how to pray on certain issues.
Daddy, bohon me, my papa, person says, say you want so swing it so pandemic way better hoy. Am I in BBA slow down?
Yeah, you be before
not sure for one TV, papa.
The person will say your problems. Now, your problem, let me also come here. Oh, say, Yankasan, your problem in the sense, BBA, you attributed a spiritual problem. And you be a spiritual problem.
And you be the question.
Be a crown was say, oh, but Obi 70 and a cramp will be there, no. Obi, I would 95, 100, who are Obi Nekuno. You have a big problem. I will say, this is you come out of that slavery mindset. And we are one. And yes, and another piano, Sebi, also. Or yet, or do the animal crew, and answer or share the end ma, not what you sorry them. Through that, not a warrior say, or also a bumpire say, or worry be an say, because of your behavior. But you make out here say, sometimes we need teachings. I was here telling you, the teachings, no, and you be an spiritual. So you learn based on the teaching side. After that, the spiritual side also. And these programs, every and just one Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a program, a venue. Every weekend. What else you throughout?
A nice one.
That is into every weekend. No, who wait to say, made at any Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Me problem ni this particular problem. Me Sarah they say a quiet before so make back out of it. No, Yame Mwame. Who through her? Who problem? No, there are maybe about 8 pastors. Women now so they understand and they have been trained to know. Say this and this and this is what I have to do. The problem you are in this sector. Go on this sector. So we go through different prayers because every bonfire for Juma, Obi bonfire for our there's even different timing for doing that. Thank you. And you know, Obia with different reasons in Tia Omo Babe bonfire, and they are different and individual, different types of angels. What does it? And in the Sabia. At this particular moment, this prayer is for this particular angel. That's angel, only angel Gabriel. I mean, fun so. Now, on answer prayers, ma. Only Edmund and say, Obe Oboa Edmund. When so Edmund and say, Oboa war. Now, when you are more bonfire at the wrong time, how do you expect to say, Ebe Edmund? Oh, yes. And Nunti, and as I say, I was yet church and no mabiasi, yet it no mabiasi. And through that, these 3 days, Upa baby all time in Shano near the washer because that is the right time. Yes, I'm Piboma. I will say, there will be a general service. Yen na nebe bompire, ye be preach, ye be direction.
Daddy, my location, also Obi one man or share or per location, Uber my location and one more.
Your location, Accra or Spintex Road. Spintex Road, just opposite Printex. Usually we do opposite Printex now. There's a huge signboard that OIC Ministries. Into Spintex Road, Accra. Just after China Mall.
China Mall.
The old China Mall. Just Printex on your right. Free Coca-Cola side and so on. Do Printex it's on the left.
Okay.
It is on the main road.
Yes. Oh, bra. Now so be you Shiva. Near so what that dream breno. Oh, Nana Obiri Yeboah. One in a sofa one when you back bow. You will call me a nephew. So can say me with your mammy. Daddy, you didn't you ready and never no. Final words, how be can and son, I sorry.
Yo, my final words are first of all, met that your phone in us. But I did about Kwame see you will see a share there. Also, you make us a share there. I was here 10 years. Recently, Name year program be interviews here, and Tiakasana make us say, but Jesus was not a Christian. A big problem.
Can't say yes. Jesus was not.
No, yes, and it is true.
Also,
thank you. The reason why Jesus was not a Christian, say Jesus is not a Jew. What does he? And the Christians, yes, Emra or Koyano. The first time Christians, the followers, the Christians, was in Antwerp. What does your time or more bonfire in Acts? ɛno na wɔn mo si nkurɔfoɔ Christo wɔn mo di Yesu akyi ɛne Christians ɛna ɛbɛda ne Christians followers of Christ.
Followers of
What
Christ.
you ɛna Christianity started here.
Ɛnu efi hɔ no
Efi hɔ na Christianity hyɛ here. Na me time I try there that where the low na ɛkɔyɛ heading no I tell you over 50,000. Na just say deɛ me yan say most of the people are obo say be omo di atam no me Christopher. Muslims the other religious people no mo ti ase omo ti ase na omo ka say no the all can am say oh enti dem person me say e was here hia de a da bia no say bi and na me no tie say Muslim ni Christian ni e ko challenger Christian ni one we obey. I'm telling you, do you know why? Because yes, because Muslim no was share both the Quran and the Bible. Christian you know so if you obey your Bible no Quran no krampa here on person be what you say but and yes was share no say o ko practice I was so tin you ma bia say no pi e ka bibia what you me dey a fight e ma one kasa or religion. Okay. They make an notice here. And the person make can say a phone say yen share there and let us to be very quick to anger. Let us not be very quick to insult. Because the way you're quick to insult are obey mistakes. And it your hobby. That is Ghanaians your hobby where they make a hobby. Ebeda no your hobby so not the bianos you make it. What I say, into no Xtra message, especially in ye asofo no, ye more than ye ntino mabias na ye followers no so and for your life based on our life no some farm and ye wo mo abrabo and friendship. Until kakra make me akachi. Oh,
that can you now. Me was see you papa say me tons afro na unya ho ene me twetwe nkomo. Ene me sua de bebre na me say ya hwefo won so de wonum so asua bebre afim. Esan say asama na wo kan ade bi wo ho no ma want na se antia wo hu. David. Say wo kan say Jesus Christ was not obi wo ho a won ti ase. Na so onua wo obo modern na wo tena ase na wo hwe na wo tia. So benya bibi perfume to me that's here for all right Bishop Nana Obiri Yeboah and yenene etwetwe enkomo the founder of One in Christ Ministry International ano ena yenene etwetwe enkomo na ye ka CEO penyin kasia wa that spiritus yes nyamosho yensisi ye wo so ya wono ena ye CEO one na yene na twetwe nkomo na enye celebrity session adwuma de ya ka wontin se bebrefa bishop hu minim se wasua bebre efremu eni ntime ka che wo se obeta akoso ahwen abribia eye Friday biada abra abodonko ekosi no miensa 1 to 3 p.m. na waji wagwa na hema me betena se ya na mabomu ene me celebrity yede ono so ne de abrewo ye wa Ghana yi ena ye tiasi nko ade da bibia da asembesi ena ensem so sisi ye de ni nyina da ebebre wo ya pon so me da wasi ye papa se ojebre na o hweyen mo anhweyen na anka ye nyo biada mo hodo eni nti na abribia no ye so ye keka ne masi ani na maba betena so na me de amawo